Grandma put down her fork as the holiday invoice made my stepmom stop mid-toast. Christmas Eve at my dad's house always looks warmer than it feels. Linda is good at surfaces. She can make grocery store rolls look homemade if she talks over them long enough. She married my dad 4 years after my mom died and decided blending meant her kids got comfort while I got jobs. This year, she wanted a perfect holiday dinner because my grandmother Eileen was coming over. Linda kept calling it our big family Christmas, but somehow her son Gavin got to arrive with a girlfriend and one pie. Her daughter Marcy brought nothing because she had a baby, and I got drafted into logistics. 2 weeks before Christmas, Linda asked me to put the catering deposit on my card. She said her card was near the limit after buying dining chairs and she did not want Dad stressed over holiday costs while he handled a roof repair. She made it sound temporary. I paid it. 3 days before dinner, the caterer called me because my card was on file. There had been a guest count increase, an added prime rib tray, and a same-day delivery fee Linda approved. The final balance was due by noon on Christmas Eve. Linda called me from Target, frantic. She said she had overspent on gifts. Dad would get angry if he heard she had miscalculated, and could I please cover the balance for just 48 hours? She promised to transfer the full amount once the holiday settled. I paid because I was tired and think one decent rescue might buy me normal treatment. By dinner, the house looked staged for photos. Candles, ribbon, matching napkins, my father carving meat. Linda moved around the room getting thanked. When Grandma sat down, Linda tapped her glass and started a toast about family, generosity, and everyone pitching in without keeping score. Then she smiled at Gavin and Marcy for bringing energy, looked at me, and said, "And June helped in her own way." Dad, followed by saying Linda had carried the holiday on her back. Gavin laughed and said, "Some people just arrive hungry." I asked Linda, quietly, if she could send the transfer tonight because the catering total ended up higher than we discussed. She tilted her head and said, "June, I thought we agreed that was your contribution this year." The room turned toward me. Gavin gave a laugh. Marcy stared into her drink. Dad frowned at me. Grandma asked, "Contribution to what?" Linda, still smiling, said, "To Christmas." I assumed we were past itemizing love. That ended my hesitation. I had printed the catering invoice that afternoon because I wanted the total for my budget app. I pulled it out and slid it to Grandma. The invoice showed both charges clearly, original deposit and final balance, both billed to my card ending in 4,412. It also listed the added guest count, the prime rib tray, and Linda as the event contact who approved the changes. Grandma read it, then handed it to Dad. Dad looked from the page to Linda and asked why he had just thanked her for paying for dinner when his daughter had covered the whole thing. Linda said she meant to reimburse me after Christmas. Then she said she assumed I wanted to help. Then she said families should not weaponize paperwork in the middle of a holiday meal. Grandma put down her fork and said, "It isn't paperwork if it paid for your bragging rights." Nobody had a good answer at all. Gavin tried saying I should have handled it privately, which was bold considering he had mocked me in public over a real debt. Dad told him to stop talking. Then Dad opened his banking app and transferred me the full amount from the household account right there. The rest of dinner stayed polite. Linda stopped giving speeches. Grandma asked me for the leftover containers instead of asking Linda anything. Dad washed dishes without being asked. So Christmas still happened. Gifts got opened. Dessert got served. But Linda lost control of the story she had been building all month, and for once I was not the extra person expected to smile while financing her version of family.